Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to an exclusive first look at a brand new monster, Zorgon. I want to give a huge thanks to Social Point for giving me this monster, for giving me the gems to speed up his hatchery and his ranking up, for giving me the cells to rank this monster all the way up to rank 5, and for giving me the food to feed this monster. I am allowed to take him into player versus player, however I am not allowed to win those battles. So with that being said, let's jump right into this monster review. Hackster has been using encryption systems to protect precious information about the strengths and weaknesses of every monster in the multiverse. His work guarantees the balance in battles, but now he has detected an intruder in the system. Zorgon has accessed the monster database. What's he planning to do with the information? Here we have Zorgon. Yes, he looks pretty much just like Shade Moon, just kind of like reskinned. Overall though, I love the monster design, I love the color scheme, he's a great looking monster. And let's see what we have here. He's one of those monsters with an evolving trait. So, he's gonna be immune to possession from the get-go, but at rank 3 he gives himself a status caster self-dodge area. So, any single monster that tries to hit a DOT against him, it's not going to work, and again he still has his immunity to possession. And his ultimate, PZ Leader's Command, removes positive status effects from all enemies, deals very heavy dark damage to enemies, applies Hack to all enemies. Bringing back Hacked, which is basically an exclusive possession, will attack teammates on the next turn. And so if I'm not mistaken, this monster is actually based off the YouTuber projectzorgo, so there's going to be a lot of references for those of you that are familiar. But with that being said, let's see just how good this monster is in the current meta. And so I went ahead and leveled up this monster to level 100. Take a look at that strength stat, 3,630. That is the second highest in the dark category, second only to Helguden, who has 3,696. So really impressive power stat, and a life stat of 38,001. This is the third highest in the dark category. It's third only to Dunraw and Soulhugger, who are obviously tanks. As for his speed stat, 3476, this is a pretty good speed stat given his amazing strength and life stat. And once again, he's also immune to possession, which definitely helps him out in the dark category where there's a lot of possessors in the game. In terms of his relic slots, he can hold the Mask Relic, so depending on what you have, you can utilize different abilities. If you have Baltzar's Mask, you can make him an even stronger attacker. If you have Talonay's Mask, you can give protection to all of your teammates. And then with your sword, well, if you happen to have Jakugan sword, Solaris swords, whatever you have, whatever works with him, go ahead and equip it on him. So I'm going to give him those two relics. And now let's look into skills. So, Hack the Tube deals very heavy special damage to an enemy, applies Hack to one enemy. It is very nice seeing Hack again, so now Hackster isn't the only monster with that ability. Let's see, the one who makes misses deals moderate dark damage to all enemies, 50% chance of applying blind, 50% chance of blind, we can do without that. PvZ Virus deals massive dark damage to an enemy, applies nanovirus to one enemy. Massive dark damage, ooh, that looks powerful, like something I want to run. Deals moderate dark damage to enemies, 50% chance of applying blind, oh I already read that one. Spy Devices removes positive effects from one enemy, definitely needed in the current meta to remove the Megaton, to remove evasion, to remove skill mirror. Deals very heavy dark damage and applies guard down to an enemy, so that could be worth running. Let's equip it for now. Yes, and then let's see. Applies guard down to all enemies. If you want your attacks to land on all the enemy monsters, guard down is an effective way to do it. This skill doesn't have any cooldown, so even if you get hit with cooldowns activated, you could utilize it. Destroy Spy Ninjas restores all cooldowns on itself. Applies Mechanical Hater to itself. Oh, Zorgon hates mechanical monsters, aka Hackster. Gives one extra turn to itself. Very nice. He is an absolute mechanical monster killer. And more we're getting monsters that are certain book killers, right? We have Solaris, who's a spirit hater. We have several other monsters that are, I think, spirit haters. So it's nice to see a mechanical hater. Applies guard down. We talked about that. Always watching you. Removes positive effects from all enemies. Applies guard down and deals moderate special damage to enemies. So very similar to Spy Devices in the fact that it removes positive effects, except always watching you is an AoE skill, whereas Spy Devices is single target. Awesome. Avoid exposure. Deals moderate dark damage to enemies, applies blind and nanovirus. Guaranteed blind and nanovirus. I'm liking that. So what do I want to run with? Knowing all I know. For sure I want the single hack. This is going to be very useful against monsters that have dodge area. For sure I want deals massive dark damage. This is my strongest attack. I want to see how powerful it is. Spy Devices removes positive effects, deals heavy dark damage. I definitely want Destroy Spy Ninjas. I think I'm going to run, let's see, deals massive dark damage. I want to see how strong that is. So I'm going to remove Spy Devices, but this is seriously a skill that you're going to be needing in the current meta, and I'm going to put my Blind Nanovirus. And then Destroy Spy Ninjas. You might be thinking, Armor, this is a skill you could use that you should really only use against mechanical monsters. I would disagree, because look at it, it only has a 1-turn cooldown, meaning if you use one of your stronger skills, well actually his cooldowns are pretty small, right? 2, 3 the highest. For example, if you hack the tube on turn 1, On the next turn, you can do Destroy Spy Ninjas just for that extra turn and resetting the cooldowns, which will allow you to once again do Hack the Tube. So even if you're not facing a mechanical monster, it still might be to your benefit to run Destroy Spy Ninjas. So now let's give this monster some runes. Let's see, I need to give him some competitive runes. Do I have any? I have level 7, so I'll give him 2 level 7s. 2 level 7 strength, and I'll give him a level 7 speed if I have one. Or level 8 speed, that works too. Alright, so let's see how powerful this monster is. Let's take him out into player versus player. And this is the team I'm going to be using. I think I've mentioned it before that when I have an attacker monster, I'd like to partner him up with monsters that can turn transfer, just so we can see that monster attack more often than none. And who do I want to take on first? Ooh, let's see. I see some Myrax. So even though I swapped out the skill, keep in mind I did tell you it is to your benefit in the current meta to actually run something like Spy Devices, because there are going to be times when you need it. So I think I'm going to forego PvZ Virus, and we're going to see Spy Devices in action. It might even be to my benefit to run my other skill that removes positive effects, always watching you. So I think maybe because I'm not facing any Megaton monster, I think that'll be a good play. So let's go ahead and do the middle base. That has a Neobuki, Myrak, and an Elvira. Alright, let's see how this battle plays out. So starting off, I get to turn transfer, which is exactly what I want. And let's see what Myrak gave. Trait cannot be removed, trait cannot be removed, and Botanophobic Shield. So I'm going to summon a warrior, and then I am going to be able to do Always Watching You, removes positive effects, applies guard down, and deals moderate special damage. So check that out. They all lost evasion, they all have guard down, with the exception of Neobuki, because of course you can't remove stuff from Neobuki. Then, okay, so you still have evasion, but let's see what else I can utilize. I'm going to do Blind Nanovirus, but just to showcase Destroy Spy Ninjas. Notice that Always Watching You has a 3-turn cooldown. Let me activate this, and check it out. Always Watching You, I can do it again. And one thing I just realized, and maybe this is too powerful. Let's see if this is the case. Hold on, everyone. So, can I summon my warrior? No. Pain to get rid of my negative effects. And then Myrak, and then here, hold on. Recharge. Pestilence, no, that's fine. Recharge. Recharge again. Alright, so check this out. If I do destroy, because it resets the cooldown, I can literally spam Destroy Spy Ninjas as many times as I want. So, I mean, if I'm trying to get my ults, that's something I can utilize. I'm so surprised they would actually do that. But anyhow, let's see. Taunts, double life, immune to torture. Let's try the hacking. Let's see if I can hack Neobuki, and I did successfully hack. Teammate will attack teammates on the next turn. Here, let's go ahead and do Pesty to remove the evasion from Elvira. Forgiveness, that removed it. Meta weakness, here, let's do Pain. And then let's go ahead and do Charge with me. So now I'm buffed, I'm stronger. Avoid exposure, Blind and Nanovirus, Destroy Spy Ninja. Here, let's do Avoid exposure. Tagged everyone, applied Nanovirus, my Jakugan Sword kicked in. So running the AoE and Jakugan Sword, that'll definitely come in handy. Let's go ahead and summon a warrior on myself. Let's go ahead and resurrect my Zorgon. Recharge. Let's do Pain. And then let's do, we'll do Pack Protector. Taunt and a shield. Go Robot. Alright. Let's do Hack the Tube again. Always Watching You. So always watching you so the guard down will land. Recharge. I must scream. Recharge. And let's do Hack the Tube. And Hack was blocked. Oh, I think he put an immunity to deny. Alright, but you see the main gist of it, right? That Zorgon here will exit out. And yeah, that's so interesting. Let's try out something fun. Here, let's swap out the skill. So you saw how Always Watching You can work with the whole guard down. Let's go ahead and see how strong PvZ Virus is. So let's replace that for that. Let's also run Spy Devices, removes positive effects. Yeah, let's do the single target one. And let's see how this goes. Let's take on the middle base. Let's see how well I do against this base that has a Nishan's pet who relies on possession. So starting the game off, he's probably going to do AoE possession. Soul Piercer. Again, I can't get denied. Unfortunately, the stun missed. I'm going to go ahead and do Pain just to get rid of the possession on my Cloud. And then got hit with the Puzzlement. I am going to do, let's see how strong this is. Deals 12,512 and it takes away a 12,000 shield. So around 24k damage against a level 130 monster with 2 level 7 runes. Let's go ahead and do Hack the Tube and let's try to hack Shinaro's bodyguard and successfully hacked. Flesh Piercer, he ended up recharging. Let's go Samurai Warrior on my Zorgon, and now that's 38,000 damage. And let's see, what should I do? Applies Nanovirus, Destroy Ninja. None of them are mechanical monsters. Let's do Spy Devices. Yeah, let's do Spy Devices just so I can apply Guard Down. And then we'll charge with me. And then we'll do PvZ Virus. And with all my buffs, I dealt 76k. I got hit with a Blind. Let me do a Pestilence. Also made him weak to special based attacks. I can now do Destroy Spy Ninjas to give myself that immediate extra turn. And unfortunately, none of them are metal monsters, or sorry, none of them are mechanical monsters, but I can still deal some damage. And here, let me also apply a little hack. Oh, it missed. Oh, because I had the daze and everything, right? And he didn't have guard down. So recharge, and let's do Pack Protector. Recharge, Puzzlement, and let's do, yeah, see, notice how I can still do Destroy Spy Ninjas. I think I would have liked this skill if it also got rid of your negative effects. That would have been nice. But still, restoring the cooldowns is pretty beneficial, although with this monster, I don't necessarily know if he really needs his cooldowns restored, considering he has a wide skill set to choose from. So he's pretty fine, and they have pretty low cooldowns. So let's see, Nocturnal Tackle, recharge, and Zorgon's out of stamina, recharge, Soul Piercer, let's recharge again. Alright. Let's do Spy Devices or Hack. Let's try to apply Hack. By the way, Hack will bypass. Ooh, you saw that? Hack does bypass monsters that have the regular immunity to possession. Okay, so that's something you should keep in mind. Here, let's Samurai Warrior. Let's not win the game. Whoops, gotta exit out. But yeah, that's Zorgon, level 1 to 100. My thoughts on him: I like the monster design. I really do. I will say though, he is a little underwhelming at level 100. Like, all he really brings to the game is bringing Hack back, right? Hackster used to have Hack, or Hackster has Hack. It's nice to have an attacker that can hack. He also has the evolving trait. I think once we get him to rank 3, when he has the status caster, that'll be a lot better. I do believe he has a skills group 4 skill set. So this is part 1, level 1 to 100. I'm going to do a part 2 where I level him up all the way to level 130 to rank 5. And then we get to see him at his full potential. So thank you all for watching this video, and stay tuned for part 2. I will see you all very soon.